Be live. Awesome. Hello. How are you?
Good. Hey, Daisy. Happy Unicorn Day.
Happy Unicorn Day to you too. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for putting this on. This is of course a very special day for our song that we wrote a whole year ago that we're actually releasing fully today, Chloe the Unicorn. Which I wonder if you can see the whole. Well, actually, you can't see it because we're in front of the artwork.
But
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 but yes, you'll be able to see it
but first, first,
on.
first we get before we get into that, I want to just share with everyone that April 9th today is officially Unicorn Day,
Yeah.
and that I don't know. I wasn't sure. Is that just in because I know the unicorn is a symbol of Scotland. It's not just a
Mhm.
Scottish thing, right? Or because
Well, yeah,
yeah.
Unicorn Day is the now it's been adopted by America too as of 2015. But yes, it is. April 9th is recognized as Unicorn Day, National Unicorn Day, and it started, I think, yeah, with in Scotland because Scotland celebrates unicorns. In fact, it's the national animal of Scotland, and I come from Scotland, so I'm originally from Edinburgh. So, yeah. So there we go. That's a little bit of a fact about Unicorn Day. We actually have a few other facts about unicorns that we're going to share with you, as well as a live version of the song that we wrote together
It's
with
awesome.
your wonderful daughter Chloe.
And yeah, Chloe's so happy about the song, and you did an amazing job. You're an amazing performer, Daisy. What a treat it is to
Thank you.
collaborate with you on this. So can't wait to share the song. But yeah, let's share some amazing facts about unicorns because I think a lot of people didn't even realize that today is Unicorn Day, so that's already
Yep.
interesting. But well, we want to surprise people and talk about what we know about unicorns. I mean, I think most
Mm.
people know that. Well, there was this idea that their horn can heal, right?
Yes. Hmm.
And that they're fierce creatures, impossible to capture. That's why they thought that people usually didn't weren't able to domesticate them because they're just impossible to capture, right? But people used to think in ancient times that they were really out there, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for thousands of years. In fact, I believe the first kind of record we have of a unicorn-like creature was found. I think Well, I'm going to actually share this little fact here. I've got a little screen. The first known image of a so-called unicorn was found in a cave in 15,000 BC.
Amazing.
But it was considered a unicorn, but it was also showed two horns. So people, yeah, it might not have been, it might have not have been completely accurate. But yes, it goes back way to even to we're talking Greek and Roman times as well. So there was um there was a description of, I don't even know how to say his name.
I don't know, Cetesius. I don't know what the heck.
Ctesias, yeah, something like that. First Greek
Ctesius.
historian who actually described a unicorn. Um, and he described it with these different colors and the horn with the red tip. There you go.
That's
Um,
right.
so yeah, and unicorns have been described in lots of different ways, but purple eyes and blue eyes is something that people seem to think that unicorns have. But there is an actual underwater creature that is similar to the unicorn, which is
That's
the
right.
narwhal,
That's
which
right.
is yeah, with the horn, and they're often in yeah, and they're a sea creature in Canada and Greenland, that kind of area.
They're amazing. Narwhals are just awesome. People should Google them and take a look.
Yeah.
Um, but
And in
yeah,
fact, there's been a bit of a, in fact, I think that was, so I don't know if you know this, but Queen Elizabeth the First was actually given
yes.
a unicorn horn from an explorer. I forget which explorer it was, but
That's right. I read, yeah, his name was Martin Frobisher, something like that.
that was it.
But I read that as well, which is crazy. And
Yeah.
she believed that she got a real unicorn
Right.
horn.
But I think that somebody else traced it back to, okay, well, it looked like he might have got that from a narwhal because he
Oh,
was traveling in those areas. So, and
mm,
that was the idea but that powerful idea of what the unicorn horn represented, both as a healing thing, but also just as a sign of wealth, because of the fact that a lot of them would fetch for a lot of money when these
oh
horns
yeah.
were on the market. And I believe there was even a Danish king who had a whole throne made out of unicorn horns or something. It was
Love
a,
it.
a very expensive and indulgent throne. So yes, it was definitely a sign of wealth and of privilege, and as well as being a healing sign and a sign of
Yes.
purity and strength, which is, I think, why Scotland adopted it, was the sign of strength and purity and kind of honesty as well. So the idea that if you're the unicorn horn would penetrate a liar, so this idea that the unicorn was this font of purity. And in fact, one of the other facts that we found out was that what was it? Virgins and unicorns were linked as well. So apparently the only way you could find a unicorn was by
capture a unicorn.
capture a unicorn was to get a young female virgin to sit naked outside under a tree or something like this, and a unicorn would miraculously appear. And then that would be the perfect time to capture this unicorn. But to be honest, I think that's just an excuse to get a young girl to take off her clothes.
Ridiculous.
So
Madness.
A little bit of a sordid one, that, but
yes, very much so.
Anyway.
And then also people believe that they were telepathic. There was some at times as well. And I mean, we mentioned healing, that the horns could be used as an anti-venom. And then, obviously the narwhal is an example for you could source something that looks like unicorn horn. But I also heard that the Danes who traded in unicorn horns would often source some sort of whale bone. And somehow manipulate it as well to look like a unicorn horn, and so there was quite a lot of trade until that was exposed as a massive kind of fraud in the 17th century, and that's when people stopped kind of believing in unicorns, because they realized because of that fraud that was ongoing for so long. So I mean that's very interesting. So this creature that people were sure was real became mythical at that point.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's So I think there's that's quite a kind of common thing, is that for centuries that these things would be believed, and then of course science would eventually disprove them. But I think there's still some people who do believe that they exist, and they're quite a fun, fantastical thing, and they've been made obviously into a bit of a commodity recently. And in fact, there was a bit of an interesting thing about how actually the association with the rainbows is totally created in the 2000s. It's nothing to do with rainbows generally, but this is like a more recent, like Hello Kitty kind of world that has created the unicorn and the rainbow connotation. And actually there's a little bit of a saying, which is, about unicorns and rainbows. And people now associate that as a good thing, but actually the saying is actually saying that it's not a good thing, as in like things are not going well if it's unicorns and rainbows, which is kind of a little interesting fact I found out about the phrase. I wish I could find the exact thing. Oh, maybe I have it here actually. So yes, the unicorn, so the rainbow actually, came about in 2000s, but let me just try and find it. I have this site with all of these facts.
Yeah, check it out. It sounds almost like this phrase, it's raining cats and dogs. So maybe. So it's almost, you're saying like it's rainbows and unicorns. It's just madness out there.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. So there we go. So rainbows and unicorns, they're obviously associated with good things now, but the actual saying rainbows and unicorns means the opposite of happiness and good things. So it's when things are turning sour. So so it's actually the opposite of what you might think. So that's something I didn't realize. To be honest, I'd never used that phrase before, so I didn't know.
No, me neither. Wow. So how would you use it? How would you say it then?
You would say, so if something's going wrong, so it's like, I guess you'd use it like, I don't know, like with it's raining cats and dogs. It's the picnic's called off. It's unicorns and rainbows. I don't know. I guess.
Jesus.
I don't know how you'd use it, but maybe we could try it today on Unicorn Day.
I guess it's similar with like this idea of like a black swan event, and which is like some sort of unpredicted event. A unicorn event maybe would be also something you couldn't predict, something that's that surprises you, that could I don't know, wreak havoc. But also in contemporary culture, we have unicorns as these successful startup companies. Right? Once they reach a $1 billion valuation, we call them unicorns. So that is
so rare.
They are quite rare. That's right. Exactly. And also there's also a sexual connotation, a slang for unicorns. Apparently, it also a unicorn is also a bisexual person, usually a woman, not necessarily, who is into having threesomes with couples. And so the idea, I think when it's a woman, usually it's the idea that they're even rarer to find out there. But there are actually websites for unicorns, like threesome websites. And apparently, if you go to Tinder and you put the unicorn emoji on your profile, that's a way to kind of like indicate that you're up for joining a couple for a threesome, basically.
Well, there you go. But if things we didn't know, I didn't know about that about unicorns, to be honest. Yeah,
I didn't. I just learned that just researching unicorns for today. So.
Yeah,
Crazy stuff.
absolutely. Well, I'm seeing some comments from people. I'm going to say hi to some people. I see my mum has just tuned in and she said, "Is this for kids?" Well, maybe that last bit isn't specifically for kids,
The
but
last bit not so much, but the broadcast is for everyone,
yeah.
and the song is well, I guess the rock is more for adults, but the song is mostly for kids, I guess. Well, I'll get to that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So this is actually talking about the song. We can maybe do the song. So this, do you want to talk a little bit about the origins of this?
Yes, absolutely. I'd love to do that. It's cool. I'm just looking at the comments now coming in. That's so cool. I wasn't looking at that before, so let's bring them in.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
So
super cool.
hi, Ilse Swan. Nice to see you. Hey, Unicorn Daisy. I've got my unicorn hat on.
So cool.
And hello, Jamie. Nice to see you, Jamie. And Tim, hello. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, feel free to leave comments and questions in the comments there.
So the song is for kids. So I have a daughter, Chloe, who the song is named after, who's almost 4, and Chloe and I sometimes sing in the bath when she's having a bath, and and so I think when she was having a bath, I was sometimes I'll try and come up with ways to entertain her. So sometimes I'll I'll draw things, doodle, or try and do creative things while to get her to enjoy the bath. And singing is something we're really into. So Chloe's very good at making up songs, and she made up the beginning of the song, and I kind of helped also improvise on it. And then I brought what we recorded, because I had my phone with me, and I just recorded this little this very basic song, which I guess you can share how it sounded, Daisy. But I gave it to Daisy, and we had some basic lyrics in there. We had a sort of chorus, and Daisy helped bring it to fruition. So and I should say, Chloe loves unicorns. I mean, a lot of kids that age do. I'll share. This is bananas, which is Chloe's,
so
and she loves bananas. And we've also got a baby bananas here as well. And they protect her.
I can see a follow-up song coming with bananas. Bananas the unicorn.
That's right, absolutely. And she even has a unicorn dream catcher as well. So a dream catcher with a little unicorn thing on there as well. So those are it's good to have good dreams, right? So I guess unicorns can provide good dreams as well.
Yeah, why not? Well, I'm going to do this song then. So this is, and some people have already heard it because I've been doing it sometimes on streams. In fact, people request it on streams and they say it gets stuck in their heads. So careful when you listen to this, you might get it stuck in your head. But if you like it, you can hear the full version on Spotify actually now, and it will soon be available on Amazon and on Apple, and it's already on YouTube as well, and Deezer and other places, and the streaming link is in the description, so you can find the link to find how to listen to the full version.
Which I want to say a big thank you. It's so exciting for me because Chloe's gotten used to using voice commands, so she'll say Alexa, play blah blah blah, and so Chloe, well, as of today, we'll be able to start asking for a song, and that's freaking awesome. So thank you for making a dream come true, Daisy.
Oh gosh, my pleasure. Thank you for asking me. Well, I'm going to do this song. So this is Chloe the Unicorn. Here we go. I might do full screen. Here you go. Chukalamuna, Chloe the unicorn, Chukalaluna, Ray, Chukalaluna, Mo. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the words already. Chukalamuna, Chloe the unicorn, unicorns go, hey, unicorns can fly so high, but only if they have wings like a Pegasus. Unicorn sounds like horn, but they're really into corn. And strawberries, unicorn sounds like horn, but they're really into corn. And strawberries, Chukalamuna, Chloe the unicorn, Chukalaluna, Ray, Chukalamuna, Chloe the unicorn, unicorns go, hey, unicorn, minicorn, weenicorn, hey. Chukalamuna, Chloe Unicorns can fly so high, but only if they have wings like a Pegasus. Chukalamuna Chloe, the unicorn, Chukalaluna Ray. Chukalamuna Chloe, the unicorns go nay.
Bravo! I love it. You have such an amazing
Thank
voice,
you.
Daisy. Amazing.
Oh, thank you very much. You're kind. Had a little bit of a croak in my voice. I've got morning voice, I guess, or afternoon voice.
Wow, you're amazing.
Thank you.
So, yeah, so that was great. So everybody can listen to the song. It's out there, and yeah, happy Unicorn Day, and thank you again, Daisy, for making a dream come true. And I hope people get to enjoy the song as much as we do.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Etan, for thinking of the idea and for getting us on your amazing Watkins Book channel as well, because Watkins Books is a fantastic shop that I very much love, and publishing company as well, and very, very big fan of it. And so thank you for sharing this with
it's
your
my pleasure. Very,
world.
very relevant to unicorns because it's London's oldest esoteric bookshop. So we have books about unicorns and weird things like that as well. So which is what makes Watkins so awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks so much, folks, for tuning in as well. I didn't even say hello to everybody, but a quick hello to Michael and Stephen as well. I will play this I've got a little live stream later as well at the Purple Lounge this evening. So I will play the unicorn song for that as well. And thank you, Susie, and thank everybody for joining today. And I'm seeing my dad is also here, so thank you. And he's liking the facts about unicorns, so that's good. I'm glad. Well, thank you. We're actually going to do a little Instagram live as well. So maybe see you on Instagram if you follow us on Instagram. But we'll see you very soon. And don't forget to look at the streaming link and find it on your Spotify, etc. Thanks, folks. Bye, everybody. Bye. Happy Unicorn Day.